Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? It's your boy MegaLugia here, aka the Chosen One, and today we're going to be looking at another competitive guide for Sun and Moon, today focusing on Alolan Exeggutor. We'll be looking at movesets, typings, damage calcs, team options, and more. If you guys are hyped, make sure to smash the like, subscribe for more Sun and Moon, let me know other Pokemon you want to see me cover down below, and without further ado, let's get into it. So like I said, today we're going to be looking at a Pokemon that I first hated, but now is one of my favorite, my homie Alolan Exeggutor. Alolan Exeggutor is one of the derpiest looking mons, not even being able to see its head in game and almost not even on this layout. But having said that, it does have a pretty unique typing of Grass Dragon, which means it is weak to Dragon, Poison, Bug, Fairy, Flying, and 4 times weak to Ice. Yeah, that grass typing didn't do it any favors defensively, but offensively it now gives you super effective coverage against Dragon, Ground, Water, and Rock. So those are definitely some typings you see a lot of, and being able to hit them gives Alolan Exeggutor a lot more viability. Now moving on to its stats, a base stat total of a whopping 530. It's split up into 95 base HP, 105 attack, 85 defense, 125 special attack, 75 defense, and 45 speed. Already this Pokemon is looking extremely diverse, hitting really hard on both sides, solid HP paired with good defenses, and speed that is great under Trick Room, but not so bad that it cannot be taken advantage of to outspeed certain walls as well. Do not be sleeping on Alolan Exeggutor, my friends. Onto its abilities though, we see Frisk and Harvest. No new abilities, but Frisk allows you to reveal an opponent's held item when you switch in, so could be useful in certain matches when you really aren't sure if your opponent is choiced and locked into a move. Its second ability is Harvest, which when the user eats a berry, it has a 50% chance to restore it at the end of every turn, and 100% chance in Sun. So say you have a Chesto Berry to wake you up from when you sleep, you can go for rest, recover off the damage, the berry wakes you up and have a 50% chance to gain another Chesto Berry by potentially going for rest again. Definitely a really cool strategy to take advantage of. So now for an overview of this Pokemon. First of all, the Grass Dragon typing does have its problems, but you do 4 times resist 3 typings in Electric, Water, and Grass. So that can be a real help, especially when trying to patch up certain weaknesses on your team. It also has great coverage on both sides with Dragon Hammer and Draco Meteor, Leaf Storm, Giga Drain, Wood Hammer, Flamethrower, Extra Sensory, Earthquake, Psyshock, Sludge Bomb, and yes, Explosion. It also has some good support moves like Swordsdance, Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, Leech Seed, Light Screen Reflect, Synthesis, Wish, Sunny Day, Skill Swap, and Trick Room. Again, I mentioned diversity. You can choice ban this Pokemon, choice specs it, have it as an annoying wall with Citrus Berry and Leech Seed, or a devastating setup sweeper under Trick Room. However, depending on how your team stacks up, you may run into 4 move slot syndrome, basically having a hard time choosing between the best 4 moves on Exeggutor since missing out on certain coverage and it may cost you. So now onto the first potential moveset, we are going to be going with an interesting set of Sleep Powder, Substitute or Leech Seed, Flamethrower, and either Giga Drain, Draco Meteor, or Dragon Hammer. You'll be holding the Citrus Berry with an EV spread of 136 speed, 248 HP, and the rest into special attack with a modest nature. That speed allows you to outspeed very minimal invested base 60s like Beware or Celesteela. So the idea with this set is it's really hard to make Exeggutor work, not because of its stats, but its weaknesses. So the idea is to get it in versus some common mons that it can handle, like a Choice Lock Magnezone into Thunderbolt, Choice Lock Xurkitree, Kartana, a defensive Celesteela, live the hit that they throw at you, gain HP back from the Citrus Berry, and either put them to sleep with Sleep Powder or whatever mon they switch into thinking they can handle Exeggutor and then go for a substitute. Then once they're asleep, you can either substitute or Leech Seed, remembering you always have a 50% chance to regain that Citrus Berry, hit steel types like Kartana and Celesteela with Flamethrower, and either Giga Drain so you don't get walled by Tapu Fini, but Draco Meteor or Dragon Hammer if you feel the rest of your team handles it well and you want to just smack things really hard. So this set definitely requires some careful plays, but if you get the rest of the mons cleared and the threat's gone, Exeggutor can help you deal with mons you otherwise couldn't. And this next set is going to be a Trick Room set, as well as probably all the other sets from now on. Pairing Alolan Exeggutor with some Trick Room setters is probably the best way to go, although Alolan Exeggutor does get Trick Room itself, but I prefer not to waste a move slot on that, but it is up to you and which way you prefer to have it. But having said that, this set is going to be using the Frisk ability since we don't have any berries for Harvest. The moves are going to be Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, Wood Hammer or Giga Drain, and Sludge Bomb or Psychic. You'll be rocking 200 HP, 92 attack, 216 special attack with a quiet nature, and 0 IVs and speed to be as slow as possible in Trick Room. You'll also be holding the Dragonium Z Crystal, which converts Dracometer into a 195 base power move, and you do not lower your special attack drop with that one-time use. So this set is obviously meant to deal just huge damage under Trick Room, with Flamethrower for steel types like Celesteela and Magnezone, Psychic for Toxapex, and Sludge Bomb for Tapu Lele and Tapu Bulu. The HP also allows you to have a very high chance of being 3-hit KO'd by Magnezone's Flash Cannon, and 216 special attack allows you to always 2-hit KO a Bold Toxapex with Psychic. Basically, get a Trick Room up and go ham with this set. The next set is a physical Swords Dance setup set, again used under Trick Room with Swords Dance, Wood Hammer, Dragon Hammer, and either Sleep Powder for putting stuff to sleep, or Flamethrower for Tapu Bulu, Celesteela, and Magnezone. You'll be going with max HP, max attack, minimal speed to thrive in Trick Room again, just out some damage and just eat up some hits whilst holding a Life Orb. The idea of the set is to have Trick Room up, either use Sleep Powder to put a threat to sleep, or wait for the rest of your team to take out the threats to Exeggutor, then get up to +2 attack and just basically destroy teams. Steel types and fairy types will give you some trouble, but you can either put them to sleep or support Exeggutor with the rest of your team. Again, Trick Room plus this set is a lot of fun. And this last set is going to be the king of gimmicks, so hear me out. You're going to be going with max HP, max special defense, sassy nature, reduced speed, so again a Trick Room set, but you'll be holding the Starf Berry with the Harvest ability. You all know by now that Harvest gives you a 50% chance to restore the berry at the end of every turn, and this berry randomly increases one of your stats by +2 when at 1/4 HP or less. So you kinda see what I'm going for here. Again, gimmicky, but pair this with Synthesis or Leech Seed, you'll be gaining HP every turn as it is, and if you can just live a hit, you'll be gaining +2 in a random stat. The ideal situation is that they damage you, get to 1/4 HP or less, the berry activates and you could see a stat boost in defense, special attack, just get up to +2, whilst then going for Synthesis. Rinse, repeat, frustrate, GG. Obviously, it is not that easy, but it is a fun set, especially if you Sleep Powder them to sleep and just give yourself more of a chance to sweep them. Let me know what you guys think of this. It is definitely a lot of fun and very, very unique. And now for some quick damage calcs. With a 248 HP and the Citrus Berry set, Scarf Magnezone 3-hit KOs you with Flash Cannon, Defensive Alolan Marowak Flare Blitz is a 4-hit KO, Choice Bandit Tapu Bulu's Wood Hammer in the Grassy Terrain is a 4-hit KO, and Celesteela's Heavy Slime is a 5-hit KO. For the Dragonium Z set with 200 special attack, Psychic 2-hit KOs Defensive Toxapex, Giga Drain 2-hit KOs Tapu Fini, Flamethrower 2-hit KOs Celesteela, Sludge Bomb Oko's Tapu Bulu, and Devastating Drake Oko's max HP Necrozma after rocks. And with a +2 boost from Swords Dance plus the Life Orb, Wood Hammer can Oko Tapu Bulu in Grassy Terrain, as well as a Oko's Bold Toxapex after Stealth Rocks, a Dragon Hammer 2-hit KOs Bold Mandibuzz, and a Flamethrower still 2-hit KOs Celesteela despite the nature. And now for some team options. So first of all, you're definitely going to want Alolan Marowak because it can thrive under Trick Room as well with Alolan Exeggutor, as well as pairing up really well synergy wise in terms of weaknesses, being able to resist Bug, Poison, Ice, and Fairy. You can also add Magearna, as it is also a Fairy type, which is one of Alolan Exeggutor's weaknesses, as well as set up Trick Room from Alolan Exeggutor as well. Necrozma also provides some good support, being able to set up Stealth Rocks, as well as having access to Thunder Waves to slow things down. You don't want to completely rely on Trick Room though, that's why you have Greninja and Xurkitree, with Greninja being really fast and being able to pick off threats that Alolan Exeggutor cannot, and Xurkitree being able to be scarfed and just wreck through teams. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a competitive guide on Alolan Exeggutor. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure to let me know what you thought down below, any other Pokemon you want to see me cover next, and until next time, it's been your boy MegaLugia here checking out. Peace!